Hola, hola everyone. Welcome back to the Resin Lab. So today I pulled out this deep coaster mold. I've had it put away for quite some time just because I haven't had a chance to get to it. And I recently got these inlays from Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. Um, so I want to try them out. I've seen that um, velvet technique, and I don't have the time sorry, I see something on this mold and I want to peel it off. Um, I don't, because of, my schedule and everything, I don't particularly have the time to wait for the resin to get a certain consistency and then do the plastic, um, what's it called? The saran wrap trick or the plastic wrap trick. Um, Plus, I feel like it would introduce a lot of bubbles. I've done it once on one of my own foam stands and I didn't really like it. But in any case, point being is that I've been really wanting to do the velvet inlay and or the velvet technique, and she has these inlays. So I thought I would give them a try. I linked them down to her. I put the link to them in her eBay store down below in the description box. So um, if you like them, definitely check them out. And I also just got myself a box of the Let's Resin chameleon powders. So I want to try the grape and the teal and back them in black and see how those come out. So let's get started. All right, I have about 250 milliliters mixed. I'm only going to make 4 coasters because I have 4 inlays. That's how many come in the package. So I'm going to start by spraying with alcohol. And let me bring that, there we go, under the camera. And I'll just cover the bottom of each one. And I'm just eyeballing it because this cup doesn't have any measuring lines. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is get some resin on top of these and spritz them with alcohol and just spread them. Spread the resin on there. And that's to prevent any bubbles, obviously. Just want to make sure. And then as my lighter doesn't work, but that's okay because I can see some bubbles here. So I want to make sure that I don't introduce any bubbles to the, maybe I won't spread the resin because it's adding bubbles. Let me use my heat gun to, okay. So now I'm going to start on one side and just let it, oh, I think I put too much. Oh no, that's fine. Okay. I can see a couple bubbles in here, and I'm just going to push them out. And what I'll do is scoop up that, let's see, what can I use? extra resin. There we go. I'm just scooping up the extra resin. I don't want to lose my inlay in there. Let's grab my dotting tool. Okay, I think we've got all the bubbles out. This needs a tad more. Let me spray in here. We've got about maybe 100 left. So I gotta get moving so I can pour something else. See if my lighter is working. There we go. Oh no, burned my mold. That's unfortunate. Well, I'm gonna back it in black, so hopefully it won't be visible. Come on. Just want to get rid of all these bubbles before putting that inlay in there. And that seemed to work. Okay. Spritz that. Okay. Let's work on this one since this one's been sitting the longest. And I'm just pushing the bubbles out. And laying it at an angle. There we go. Okay. That's much better. Still a little too much resin, but not as bad. Hopefully my head is not in the way of the camera, because I'm trying to see here. We move it a little bit closer, or flip it around. There we go. There we go. Yep, there was a bubble there. There's another bubble in here. Break those up. There we go. Oh, see, there's not enough resin in here. Let me rotate it this way. I'll rotate it this way. In the meantime, before I do this, let me pour. What can I pour? Let's see. I decided to pull out the little panda and do it one more for the market. So I'm gonna color the resin that's in the cup with white. If I need more clear, I can always take it out of these ones there. Gosh, but I don't want to mix in this color before. No, let's finish the inlays. I'll push out bubbles after. Let's get the inlays in. That one was almost perfect. Okay, I'll push out the bubbles in a moment. Let me rotate this. Yeah, see, I need a little more clear around this one. Just a tad. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't color it. Okay. So let's get that bubble out. Piece of hair. Hopefully my head is not covering the camera. If it is, I apologize. I'm just trying to see this. You'll see my crazy hair today with the humidity outside. Or not even the humidity, just the temperature change. Okay. All right. Let's flip this over, and I'm just inspecting for more bubbles. Maybe this tool is not the right tool. Here we go. That back in the cup. Okay. This one looks good. That one looks good. This one has a couple here. I'm sorry, I'm being so quiet. Oh no, what happened there? Oh no, this had like white pigment paste or something. Good thing I saw that beforehand. Just cleaning it off. Okay. All right, this one looks good. Pushed out all the bubbles from there. Okay. I'm just checking this one. This one has a few more bubbles. You know what? The last time that I pushed down on, oh, but that's fine. It's fine. Let me just, that's what I thought. Yep. I don't want to push down too hard because then I'll end up with issues. Okay, there we go. One little bubble there. Come on out. Okay. Another bubble there. Okay, I think this is good. I'm gonna pour a little more around the edges here. Let's a tiny amount to cover the inlay. Okay. All right. Let me scoop that to the edge. Okay. All right. That is good. So, remove that out of the way. And then in a little bit, once these firm up a little more, I'm going to put some seashells in there. Let me get this mixed. This is already really thick. So hopefully that little panda doesn't come out with bubbles. And I'm going to have to vacuum chamber this again. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. Let me take off this glove because this is super sticky. I did double gloves today just so that I can just take one pair off and Keep working with the other. What can I pour that's not too shallow? That panda's gonna have so many bubbles. I really thought 50, 200 was gonna be, I thought it might not be enough, but clearly I was wrong. You need a little more pigment paste. Okay. Now I'm gonna take out, turn the panda inside out and get alcohol in there as much as possible. Start out small. See if I don't make a mess of this. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing. And I'm just squeezing to get all the resin in there. I can see a few bubbles, but there we go. Sorry, I'm so quiet. I'm just concentrating here. Okay, I still have a little more. Oh. All right, move that to the side. I'm just gonna top it off and then not touch it. Forgive my arm in the middle of the frame there. Okay, cover this up. And, come on. This color won't stay. Voila, no more sticky gloves. And let's do a little starfish. All right, just grab the rest of this. Adjust my chair because I'm falling. Okay. Okay, so I'm just letting that spread out. Got a little more. Enough for, let's do the shell over here. Let me spray it with alcohol first. That little panda is going to have so many bubbles, but it's okay. My daughter really liked, my older daughter really liked the panda, so I might just give it to her. We'll see how it comes out. Hopefully not too bad. Okay, that takes care of that. Now I'm going to pop these bubbles here. Whoops, I forgot I put alcohol there. Okay, no more fire. All right, just gonna squeegee that in. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my tools and then place these on the, actually, I don't want to place anything on the heat mat because I don't want bubbles to get trapped. So I'm gonna let these cure overnight and I will see you all in the, oh, let me put in some, yeah, let me put in some seashells. All right. Gonna put some of these in here. Oh, I know. And I'll put the other half with some of the blue ones that I've been wanting to use for a long time. There we go. Sorry, I'm being so quiet today. I'm just so focused on putting these in there. I should have some background music for you so you don't get bored. There we go. That looks good. Oh, I took up a little bit of space there. Okay. Now I'm gonna get some of these. Just put it on the outside there. Perfect. Yay, I finally got to use these. I've been wanting to use these for such a long time. Oh, the staple shouldn't go in there. There we go. Perfect. And then I'll back them maybe in like a gold color, just to give it that like sandy look and make it look like the beach. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to leave everything overnight and I will see you all in the morning. Everyone, it is the moment of truth. We are going to see how these coasters came out so far. So let's go ahead and start getting the inlays out. That looks pretty good. Just one bubble there. But that looks pretty good. Okay. I have to clean the back of these afterwards. All right, let's do the next one. Let me grab my plotting tool. That one looks pretty good too. Couple bubbles here, but nothing major. Okay. Did this actually come out good, everyone? Let's see. That one came out good. And this one. This one has a few bubbles. And oh, I don't want to break the seal. But I've got to look at my, actually, my scissors here. Okay. I mean, for my first time using these, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm loving how these came out. I'm so excited to see how these look. I got a bubble here, but I can pop it and then fill it. Okay, so it's time to brush the chameleon powders. So now the question is, are the powders going to stick to the resin? It's been about, I want to say maybe 10 hours since I poured it. And I didn't heat mat it. I let it cure naturally. So let's see. So this is the teal. Oh yeah. That looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, everyone. I can't wait to see how these come out. All right, I'm going to put you all on a fast forward while I finish brushing the chameleon powders on. I have finished brushing the chameleon powder, so now I'm going to go ahead and mix up some resin. I think I'm going to do, let's see, because I need resin for here. I'm going to do about 200 milliliters because I don't want these to be filled all the way up, just because they're going to be so thick. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'll mix about 200 and then, or maybe 250 because I need these two as well, and then go from there. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how these look. I haven't decided. I think I'm going to back them in black mica um, with a touch of pigment, liquid pigment, just so that it's not, just so that it's not transparent. But yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, be right back. Okay, I mixed up 400 milliliters of resin. I know I'm going to have extra, but I guesstimated about 60 in each um, in each coaster. So that's 360. Did 400. So I'll probably have something else to pour, and I'm trying to think off the top of my head what should I pour if I do have with the extra, but that's okay. So I'm gonna do black. I'm gonna use my HTV black for the back of the chameleon powder coasters. And so look at me, I'm remembering to put the mica powder in the cup before I pour the resin in. I went out and got some new cups for mixing. So I'm trying to stick to my silicone cups for just mixing the resin and then using these cups. Mind you, I hate that I have to use plastic cups. I'm going to try and reuse at least these. But I also got myself some paper cups. So I'm happy about that. Just because we use so much garbage, or we produce so much garbage. Sorry if that was crinkling too much while I'm talking. But we produce so much garbage, doing this craft, that I just want to reduce the amount of plastic that I throw out into the world there. So let's see. Need a little more alcohol. That's going to look really pretty. Get a stick here to mix that up. Get that just nice and dissolved. There we go. So for the back of the seashells, I pulled out Mayan Gold, and this is from the Chang TG box. And so I'm going to put that on the back of those to resemble kind of some sand. Thought about putting some actual sand, but to be honest with you all, the sand that I have, I don't like the way it the color turns when I pour it in resin, so I don't like to use it very often. Ouch. Unless someone requests it. So just kind of, I don't want to waste that color there. Okay. So let's pour. I'm going to have to pour this way. I need 240. So I've got 400, 400, 200, 20, 40. Okay. I'm just looking at my cup to see how far I am. And the reason I also got these deeper cups is because in the vacuum chamber, the bubbles, the resin rises. And so my other cups just were not cutting it. 20 more. Perfect. Okay, so that's 240. And then let's mix this up. Nice, pretty black. I think I might have to add a little more black. Nonetheless, it will be fine. All right, I think this is good. Oh yeah, that's really good. Nice and dark there. Okay. Okay. I'm going to clean off my stir stick here. Excuse me. All right. That aside. All right, now let's see. This color, I think I'm going to do 120. Oh, look at that. I haven't opened this one. I rearranged some of the stuff on my desk, and someone requested a craft room tour. And quite frankly, I'm a little embarrassed because my space is not very big and I don't have that much. I mean, I have quite a few things, but compared to other crafters, I don't. Um, so I'm a little shy and embarrassed about my space, but nonetheless, I will work on getting a video put together. I might do like watch me organize my space video. I haven't decided yet. Um, just so that, it's not just me walking around everything. I mean, I have a lot of stuff too that's put away, and I forget about it. And so 1.5 scoops good for that. So I don't want to, so I need to go through my stuff and kind of rearrange it. So I've gotten more molds over the last couple of months since I started doing videos. I've got some inventory that is also in here that I take to my craft markets. So, but yeah, so I will put that together. I just don't know when I'll be able to get to it, but I promise I will at some point put together a craft room tour video. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I said 120 here, so let's just start by doing, this is 120, 40, 60, so I need, okay, there we go. That's about 100 there. Look at that. That is almost spot on. There we go. And the rest, I'll put in another cup or something else. It's got a little watery with the alcohol. Need to get better sticks. This one's pretty good for a big cup, but I just feel like I need better sticks. Ooh, that is pretty. A very pretty gold. Very pretty. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop these into, oh, actually, no, let's see. What am I going to do with the extra 40? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's got to be something small. Let's see. What am I going to do? Thinking, thinking, thinking. I know. I am going to cast a clear flower. Oh no, but the 40 is too much for that. What should I do with this 40? I'm going to have a lot of extra items today. Oh, I know. I can pour this little, no, but this is the project for another day. Never mind. Oh, I know. I know what I can pour, and I can leave it clear. Actually, I'll put alcohol ink in it. I'm going to grab, I'm going to put you all on pause for real quick. I grabbed, let me open up the package real quick. I grabbed these 8 for about 2 ounces. 2 ounces. Perfect. Okay. So I grabbed these. I bought these molds because I thought they would make really nice, like, decoration. You know, I have ideas and there's so many things that I want to do, and I just don't have the time to do it. But I think these would be nice to have to put like on a little phone stand, or maybe like a vanity set or something. I don't know. But let's go ahead and pour them. And why am I spraying it? I'm not ready to pour. Good gracious. I am just so excited that I can finally pour them. I have been waiting to pour them for quite some time. So I'm going to take out, actually, I'm grabbing a smaller, whoops, a smaller cup here. I'm gonna, so in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is let me pop these in the vacuum chamber because they're already warming up. So I'm walking over to the vacuum chamber now, kind of testing out the microphone to see if you can still hear me while I'm far away from my phone. And I'll mix up the alcohol ink in there while this degasses. So forgive me for a second while I get the vacuum chamber going. Okay, so while that's going, look at that. I don't even have to pause you all because um, I've got my microphone and I'm pretty sure you're not going to hear me, and I'm speaking normal. So, and if this doesn't work out, then I'm going to just do a voiceover. So, oh my gosh, this little cup is perfect. Okay, look at that. All right, let's see. I'm just scraping out everything from this cup into here. Can you see me? Yes, you can. Normally, I don't like to do the vacuum chamber on camera because it's so loud. But again, I've got my microphone, so hopefully you can still hear me. Um, if not, I'll end up doing a voiceover, not a problem. Okay, that's that. Let me go check really quickly on those other cups. Those cups are doing fine. Okay. That's one thing you want to make sure if you have a vacuum chamber, make sure that your cups are deep enough so that your resin doesn't overflow when it's degassing in there. So I'm pulling out my Let's Resin alcohol inks. And I'm going to do, let's do, I've done raspberry, I've done the browns. Let's do purplish red. See how that comes out for both of them. All right. I'm just shaking my alcohol ink. Today turned into a pretty big project. I've got the panda, I've got the starfish, I've got the shell, I've got these coasters, now I've got these guys. So it turned out to be a lot bigger than I expected, but that's okay because that's what I love about doing videos. It's um, when I get more stuff to do, or when I have more stuff to do than what I was expecting to do in the first place. So, ooh, this color looks really pretty. The 10 drops because I do want it to be transparent. And this looks kind of like a burgundy. Very nice. Very nice. I think I'm going to add a teeny bit of crushed crystal in there just to give it some sparkle. What do y'all think? Not that you can answer me. Some of you are probably going, no, leave it. And some of you are going, yes, add it. I'm going to go with those of you that say yes. So, but just don't overpower it, Alex. Don't overpower it. So I need a tiny little spoon. Where's my tiny little spoon? Here we go. I think that should be enough. Didn't even barely dipped it in there. I love this crushed crystal. I don't use it very often, but I do love it. Can we see it? Yes, we can. And it's subtle. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Okie dokie. All right, I'm gonna go pop this in the vacuum chamber, get the other items out. Before I do that, let me just wipe off my sticks. And while I'm cleaning my tools, let me wipe off my mixing stick. I kind of rearranged a little bit yesterday, my workspace, and I'm still getting used to it, but we shall see. One day I might have a bigger space. That's my goal. Or one day I'll just be able to take over the whole room. My husband and I share a room for our workspace during the day or for our regular day jobs. So, um, so I can't take over the whole room now, but he really wants me to have my own space, just because he's very supportive and he wants me to have space to make more stuff. Um, we have we do have a space outside in the back of our house in our backyard, but it needs a lot of work. So just don't have the resources at the moment to do that. But one day we will. One day we will. Okay, cool. Tools cleaned. Let me go pop this in the vacuum chamber and get the other stuff out. Well, why am I saying that? I'm just gonna walk over and turn it off. Okay. I'm just grabbing the 2 cups. Now, if y'all want to see how the vacuum chamber works, let me know, because I normally don't record it just because, I don't know. I don't know that you all want to see it. Okay, I put you all on pause for a little bit. I've got the gold, the black, and then I've got the purplish red ready to go. So I'm going to start with pouring over here. And I had a thought right now like, oh no, I didn't spray it with alcohol, but I don't want to do that because I'll ruin the what's it called? Chameleon powder. Notice I'm not filling them up all the way because again, I don't want them to be so thick. That's why I estimated about 60 milliliters per, and that coverage is perfect. Hopefully. If not, I can always mix a little more. I think I'm going to have to mix a little bit more for this one. Or I can just scoop it out. No, I don't want to scoop it out. Maybe I should have left that extra 40 alone. I got so excited. That's fine. I'll mix a little bit more. So now I know it's a little bit more than 60 per. You know, the thing is, I don't have measuring lines on this cup, so it's hard to tell. hard to tell. I'm just trying to get every last bit of resin. And I know I'm going to need more, but that way I've got that. Okay. So, okay, that's that one. Let's go ahead and scrape that on there. That only needs a little bit more, so I can probably get away with like 20 milliliters, which is fine. Okay. All right. Let me put this over here. Like that. Just getting some stuff out of the way. Okay. Spray that. Spray those. And I'm going to give that a swirl. I don't want those spots. Even though this is the bottom, I don't want those spots like that. I really hope these come out nice, y'all. It's a lot of resin. If not, I will put them in my giveaway stash. As a free gift if someone spends more than $50 or $60 at the craft fair. Okay. Now I've got these two. Let me get one of these little spatulas here. I want to make sure I have enough for these two, so let's pour that. And pour that. Okay. Yeah, I think I poured too much in the other ones. I should have covered and then continued to pour. That's okay though, not a problem. Maybe I should just fill them up to the top. Then they're going to be different sizes. I don't know. This worked fine. There we go. Okay. That's that cup. See, I hate that I have to throw away those two cups. I mean, I guess I don't have to throw them away, but I could always reuse them a couple times. Darn it, I should have just left them so I can reuse them. Oh well. You know what? And I have some other cups there too. I'm sorry, I'm just babbling along. I mean, I guess you'd rather me babble along than stay quiet the whole time, because that's a boring video if I don't speak. And if you've been with me since the beginning, you're probably used to me babbling along by now. And if you're new to my channel, you'll get to know that I babble sometimes. So, and if you are new to my channel, thank you for joining. Oh, and I have another question for you all. Actually, I think I'll post this in a post, but I'm eligible to create memberships now for YouTube. I've been eligible for quite some time since I hit 500 subscribers. I just can't think of any perks to offer you. So I would love to hear what kind of perks you all would be interested in. And if you're willing to, if you're willing to become a member, um, what kind of perks would you like? Early release of the videos, an extra video that's not available to everyone, um, free giveaways more often. Okay, I'm a little worried about this powder. Hope it comes out good. Trying to get all those bubbles out and swirl up that powder. Again, I know it's the bottom, but what if some, well, no, because I'm going to put bumpers on them, so they won't be reversible. Okay, so never mind. Never mind. All right. Let me throw that away. Move that. And let's pour this. Now let's see how good this comes out, because this has a lot of intricacies. So far so good. Can you even see me in the camera? I guess you can. Okay. I'm just concentrating on getting all the little nooks and crannies filled in. I think this is going to look really pretty. And I can hear someone coming. It's my daughter, my youngest daughter. She knows I'm recording though, so she's just tiptoeing around. Okay. That looks good. I'm going to look at it from eye level. And I could probably go with a little more, but I don't think I'll have enough for the other piece. So I'm just going to top this off. And then do okay, I'm gonna leave that way. And here are the ones that I poured. Let's do a little crab. Let me clean that out real quick. Whoops, my glove ripped. But luckily, I've got 2 pairs of gloves on. So I can just pull this one off. I like working with the 2 pairs of gloves. Makes it a lot easier. If I only had 1 pair on, I'd have to worry about getting my actual hands sticky. And that's no fun. Oh, look at that. My second glove ripped. That's not good. Okay. All right. But I think I could pour without getting any resin on my glove, on my finger, or my thumb. So, and as I'm editing this video, I noticed that my microphone died right here. So I don't have any recollection of what I was saying, other than maybe I'm scraping every drop into the mold. And once I'm finished, that I will see you all on demold. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch me finish scraping the resin into the little crab, and then I'm gonna cut it off so that we can get to the demolding. It's time to demold. So I demolded the little panda off camera and finished him off. So that's what that looks like. I did get quite a few bubbles like I expected, but I'll probably give this away like if someone spends more than, 50 or $60 at the craft market, because it does look cute. So I finished it off anyhow. So let's start with, you know what? Let's start with this. I really want to see how this came out. I've been dying to see it. It looks like there's no bubbles. Beautiful. Wow. And I don't see any bubbles whatsoever. I just see the crushed crystal and it's subtle. It's not overpowering. Beautiful. I just have to trim this piece right here. See if I can get that off. Yep. This looks beautiful. I can't wait. I think I'll use this. I'll ask my younger daughter if she wants this on her tray. It looks beautiful. Now I'd probably spray seal it, um, just to give it a little more shine. But other than that, it looks amazing. I love it. Okay, so let's do the crab. Oh, that came out really nice. It also doesn't have any bubbles that I can see. I'm holding it at an angle towards the light. So that looks cool. Oh, let me put something that looks cool. So that's that. Um, and I think I won't finish the crab today because, or maybe I will. I was gonna put a little magnet there, but the way the crab is outlined, I'll think about it because the magnet's gonna look kind of funky like right there since it's transparent. So I have to back this in something. So I'll probably save this for another day. Starfish came out nice and I don't see any bubbles. All the little circles came out intact. So look at that. Just have to trim. No big deal. But yeah, that's surprising. I got bubbles on the back, but that's the back. I'm going to put a magnet on there. I'm so surprised that there's no bubbles on this. Okay. And then this one too. This one came out really nice. I got lucky. No bubbles on the front. The magnet's going to go there. Okay. All right, I'm going to save these for last. Let's do the sea ocean themed one. Oh my gosh. That looks amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love it. Crystal clear. I got one little bubble inside the conch there, but not a big deal. And I love the texture over here. It looks like it's embedded in the sand. The Mayan gold is beautiful. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. This one too. Wow. Oh, I got a bubble here, but that's not a big, and another bubble here. Oh man, and one here. But you know, it's a sea theme, it's underwater, so it doesn't really, it kind of looks like it goes. I just have to trim the edge because I didn't fill the molds all the way. And one's a little higher than the other, but you know what? Like, I don't care. I think they look amazing. They came out amazing. I love it. I'm so happy with it. Okay. All right. Now let's see how these came out. I'm not looking. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That looks gorgeous. And I see a couple bubbles, but the chameleon powder is hiding them. So, wow. Okay, let's do the next one. I think this is the grape, the other one that's grape. Amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys. This looks absolutely amazing. I don't really see the color shift, but I don't care. I love that color. Okay, let's see how the teal, was it teal? I have to remember. I have to look at the, wow. That looks so pretty. So pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I was really nervous about how these were going to come out. I thought they were going to look horrible, but they came out beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. This was a good day, everyone. I just have to probably make two, or maybe I'll just leave these as a set of two. Um, Sometimes people just want two or instead of four. These are amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna paint these two. I'm not gonna do anything to those pieces. The panda's already done, and then I'm just gonna trim the edges around here on the coasters, add some bumpers on the bottom, and then it'll be time to finish up the day. So, see you in a few moments. All right, I'm all finished. It was pretty easy. Just painted the details on the star. I'm gonna spray seal it. I have a whole bunch of magnets that I spray seal all at once instead of doing one at a time. So then I just lay them on this little basket that I have, spray seal them all, and then I package them. So here's that other one. So those were pretty easy. I trimmed the edges around this because I noticed that I did over pour a little bit. So I trimmed the edges around. So can't wait to use that. Added bumpers on the bottoms of the coasters here so that they don't slip or scratch the surfaces. And then of course I'll finish this at a later date and, you know, show you, but really all I'm going to do is probably back coat it in black, and then put a magnet on the back, or maybe I'll paint this section and put the magnet there. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to leave this one alone for now. And then I already showed you the little panda. So that is it for today. If you stuck with me this far, thank you very much. I appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. I also I've started including links to buy me a coffee. It's a way to support the channel and keep it going, just so that, you know, I have the resources that I need to continue to get the materials and such to do these projects for you. So, and show you, you know, the different things that I do, try to keep it different from other people. But, you know, we bounce off each other, which is fine. I know this has been done multiple times, but, you know, I did it with an inlay. So, and again, these inlays I got from Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. So these are awesome. I'm going to link them in the description box. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you all on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Bye.